early and mid-game. It really didn't boil down, like you said, until that final few zones.
And like I mentioned before, this is what we expect from these regions. They like to play it slow in the early game, like to take a slow and steady mid-game. So 2 and 3, I'm a little bit more accustomed to. The early skirmishes in Game 1 were a little bit out of nowhere. I think those were teams, just warming up. They said, hey, let's go. Let's try something new. Maybe it didn't work on out, but as we can see, we're going to go ahead and load on to Gilly Island 4. Of course, map 4, we're going to be taking a nice diagonal approach across the map from the southwest all the way to the northeast.
That does mean that Observatory is going to be probably the expected
Pirate
standard drop. Yeah.
Observatory? What are you talking about?
Pretty happy about that as they continue heading on up. But it looks like we've got a handful of squads all grouped up around Logging Camp and also around Rust Bay. So we could be seeing some early action. Then again, looks like they're already starting to spread out.
So we've seen SEAL Team and we have seen AROV both land in Rust Bay. And what did I mention earlier is AROV, they do not care who lands in their buildings. They will try and fight them. This is now the 4th game in a row. They will try and contest at Rust Bay. We'll see whether or not they try and go for the conflict or decide to bail out and go to a secondary loot location.
Now, it looks like Squad 14 is kind of in a tough situation as they are pinned up against the bottom of Rust Bay by Squad 5, which looks like Fnatic. So already things might be favoring Fnatic if they're looking for a few early kills if they want to try to take some action. But Fate, very happy down by the lake.
Yeah, we'll have to see whether or not that is actually Fnatic down on over there. Fate, like you mentioned, getting themselves some loot. With Dark Frost also going to get some loot themselves. Honestly, it looks like we had a couple members not actually load on into the lobby because I haven't seen any kills, but we're already down to 57 players. So maybe someone went for a bathroom break. They didn't get back in time. You never know. Actually, I got to commend the team today. We've gone into the lobbies very fast. We had a couple delays last week, and so I want to give a shout out to our tournament admin for getting these teams on the ball this time around, saying, "Hey, you know what? You got to be here for this time."
As we all know, pro players, much like cats, very difficult to herd.
Yeah, they can be quite a hassle sometimes. Yeah, in many different games.
Yeah. As I'm sure we can all empathize, but currently it looks like Seal grouping up against WOE, as that's actually a knockdown onto one of the members of the high ground of Seal, GOT.
Oh.
He's still alive, though.
So this is interesting. This is actually Gwen. This is War of Elite. So apologies. I thought Arav actually dropped down here. So War of Elite and Seal keep on clashing here. And unfortunately...
Oh no, Sanji is down in the area as well.
Oh no, God.
Along with Seal.
This is the issue that seems to pop up with Seal, and I'm shocked they keep on going onto this crane here, because every time someone goes on top of that crane, War of Elite take a pot shot, and they just take him on down.
Ooh.
Thuck, he's thinking of taking some shots here, needs to actually land these, though. Shots coming on through, and Nep and Rule are able to get back into the warehouse.
I can only imagine that's a
Firecracker?
little bit of lag as he's got it ready, but decides to drop it down.
No.
Ducks down behind cover, but has been knocked and Seal. 2 members knocked, but they did get the revive onto GOT. Still nobody down yet, but Seal, they're spread out all across this. And WE, they're looking to collapse onto Thuck.
And this only helps out, actually, the side of WOE. Meanwhile, ECO actually lose out on the 1 member. This is a rather risky res coming in from Sanji. I'm shocked they're actually going to go for this. Honestly, this doesn't help either team. Their looting has now been paused. They've been waiting it out for the last 3 minutes, and they're going to actually might lose a member on each side. This doesn't help either one of these. I'm shocked none of... This is the thing with these teams. They like to defend their ground. They like to say, this is our land. You're not going to come on over here. This is our looting ground. But it doesn't help either one of these squads. They now lose out on loot time. They lose out on members that they'll love to have in the later circles. It doesn't benefit anyone.
And now Thuck actually did get flushed out, and he was not the first person in the game to die, but he was the second, as we can now see at 57. And WOE, they're happy to use this low ground and continue to clear out.
Well,
Sanji and Got are still up on the crane.
They're stuck. There's nowhere they can go. On top of that, Got obviously hasn't picked up any meds because he got onto the crane. That's where he landed. So now WE can literally just wait there like hungry sharks waiting for their prey just to come out. They're bleeding, and they smell the blood.
Lions waiting for the gazelle to
There
fall
you
out
go.
of the tree.
Gazelle in the tree.
Well, you know, sometimes, what is it, leopards?
Leopards? Okay.
Pull their prey up into the tree to snack on them in the tree.
Oh, okay.
Which is why whenever you're walking around in the Sahara, you're not supposed to walk under the trees because
Ooh.
dead gazelles can drop down on
That
the people.
is-
And a gazelle is heavy.
Yeah, that's actually impressive. Now I understand why the Gazelle is up in the tree. What I don't understand, though, is Metro has
Yeah.
that riot shield
This is
out.
out in the open.
Yeah, he's got the riot shield, so he's got himself something to defend, but Akame has to be careful himself. Shots coming on out. Look at this. Mashiro was actually able to get the kill onto Lancer as Lancer tried to drive on out there. Akame going to go ahead and just try and drive off, but here's the thing. The licenses, the driver's tests, I don't know how they're passing them, but they keep running into these random obstacles. Mr. Lonely. Does he actually know? He's going to jump out there, gets the shot onto him. Has enough damage, though. Mashiro is at the disadvantage here. He's stuck in the corner. He's got nowhere to run.
Pinned against the wall. He actually took the online test, not the in-person test.
Okay.
So he was able to get the license without the practical portion of the exam. We'll be able to drive away, though, as currently looks like Pirate King are trying to collapse onto this, as there's a grenade. Mr. Lonely, now he's the one who's pinned inside of this container, going to try to make his way out of there, as Pirate King are looking to pick up a few kills against WOE.
Oh, look at this, though. And Nep's going to take some shots here. Meanwhile, Seal has already lost their members, and that should be another one down. Seal have now lost 3 squad members. God has barely any health remaining, and Seal, like I mentioned, why are you going for this early skirmish? You've now lost out, and they were doing perfectly fine in the leaderboard, and they're going to lose out on a lot of points here.
And now this is Just Team trying to get in here. Sanji has been killed. It finally looks like Seal is going to be eliminated, but all around the corner, the man knocked! And that could be the squad wipe. No, there's still one left.
That's
that is the squad. Finished. 4 members.
Lonely.
Pirate King are out, but Lonely makes his way onto the high ground. Last man standing for Just Team. They just won the previous round, but now he's only just surviving.
So what's going on in Game 4 here? Because we've now already had 12 members down. Mr. Lonely's the only member of his squad remaining. Raptor, Darkfrost are like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll just pick up the quick kill here and there. Seal, they've lost members. War of Elite, they took a lot of damage. These early skirmishes, they're not helping you out, because sure, you picked up 4 kills, but now you're one lone member. Maybe you have the opportunity to go for a med strat, but you don't have the other members trying to funnel in their meds on top of you.
Things are looking really tense for Just Squad, as Darkfrost finally going to start moving up a little bit more around this terrain. Semsoy even trying to get in and look for even further loot, but already it appears as though Just Team has evacuated the area. And there's nothing quite like walking into a zone and just seeing 7 or 8 corpses all littering around the corner.
The floating boxes of loot that are there now. He also has his fry backpack there. He's making me hungry. He's hungry for some more kills, possibly. We'll see whether or not what Darkfrost try and do here is they get some free loot from themselves after crashing in onto the skirmish of 2 other squads. Fury Roads, they have been quite an aggressive team today from Vietnam, much like the sister team as well as Fire Rose. They've clashed with one another. We'll see whether or not they meet up later on here, though, on the map. 45 players still remaining as we just get closer to that 8-minute mark.
Yeah, I mean, it's still, like you said, it's super, super early into this game, and there is a chance we could see the sister squads clash again like we did in Game 2.
Kids always fighting.
Yeah, it's familial. You can never just be okay with your brother and sister. There's always a problem that you have to pick, a bone to pick. Right now, they're just going for loot as much as possible before they start making their way in towards the zone. And after all of the early action, now it looks like we're starting to see things slow down just a bit.
Yeah, speaking of Fire Rose, we're actually going to go on over to Ducey as they look to maybe pick up this care package. They are just on the side of logging camps as we take a look at our next circle. So we're already a little south, not as south as Game 3, so there's not as much ocean taking up as much as the play zone, but we are heading down toward that coach and we're looking toward very familiar territory that we saw you last time around.
See if it continues to narrow on down, as it does, lock down onto Wheattown and continue to pinch the map and pinch everyone into position, but there's still plenty of time to pick up meds, as already it looks like Pirate Team all the way out on the eastern side. Now, what's interesting is Fury Roads, Squad 6, might be in a position to catch up with that Squad 1 if they find them. But do we see? Picks up the package.
Yeah, going to get the package there. I think they got the M249, so that's going to be also a grenade launcher, I believe, on one of their items. I think the models are clipping into one another, so we'll actually have to see what they pick up.
Very big backpack.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff. That's the TLDR here. As, they're still here at logging camp, so we'll have to see what exactly they got there. As like you mentioned, we're going to likely close in onto Wheattown, reminding me of home. We're back on the farm, back as a young kid.
Yes, I remember when I was a young child playing Rules of Survival back on the farm.
Well, I had a Nintendo. That's all I had.
It was a very different game on
It
the
was a very-
Nintendo.
yeah. Weird port. Weird port. Funky controls.
Oh,
when
yeah,
you only
yeah,
have one
yeah.
analog stick. I don't know what's going on there.
Did you know that the Wii Remote, the nunchuck,
Yeah.
is actually the center of the N64 controller? It's the exact
Pretty
same
much.
shape and the
Yeah.
exact same joystick and the exact same button location
Yeah.
on the other side.
But they took away all my other buttons.
Well,
So
I mean, there's
that's-
the other half of the Wii. Are you just using the nunchuck?
No, well,
Because if so, that
mostly-
explains a lot of things.
Like most of the games back then, it was a little weird. That was a weird concept from Nintendo.
Sure. It's only gotten better now.
Yeah, Switch is a lot of fun.
Doing a lot of good stuff for us. Fnatic are looking for some road action right now. Is that some damage onto
Fury
Fury
Roads.
Roads? Yeah. Emulating that Mad Max as much as they can.
Yeah,
but
Fury
deciding
Roads
to turn our way.
have been going for vehicle warfare nonstop, it seems, as Fnatic are fourth squad here. They are just on the outside of the zone, actually toward the north end, so they still got some progress to make if they want to go on down to the south, or they might play it safe. They might get lucky with the circle and it comes back up into the center of the map. Got a couple options here, but it looks like they are just perfectly content taking a nice drive through the field.
Looking for some loot around Wheattown. Traditionally, it's a bit of a bare area, but they're going straight into Fate. Uh-oh. Fnatic, are they going to go for a breach and clear?
They're trying to come on in here. They
Oh,
saw a
pull in.
member.
Yeah, now they see it.
Oh, Flux going to
There's
jump out
Riven.
here.
Yeah.
Riven knows.
Oh,
Shot's going to
some
come on
good
through.
damage.
Ooh.
Chunk down low as Fnatic continue to drive around. They dropped off 3. Riven back against the corner, trying to hold on. The grenade will miss. Firecracker into the window. No, it just misses the outside. Riven gets a quick, brief moment, but Fnatic find themselves 2.
Yeah, because Daw is able to get into the backside there, and now they go for the full breach into the building now. That's 2 members taken on down. Make it 3. Make it the whole squad, because Fnatic, beautiful play style coming out there as they take down all the members and don't lose a single one. Flux with a sliver of health.
Yeah, barely still up. Meanwhile, Dark Frost, they're taking some fire from the far
Whoa.
side as there's Avoy getting some really big damage across, but this is just almost a team wipe.
Yeah, that's going to be another one there. So Dark Frost are going to be able to take down
Irov.
Yeah, Irov there. So 36 players remaining at 12 minutes. These teams are playing aggressive. They want to close out the night fast.
And this is where we look at that consistency. Arov, they had a good performance in Game 1. They had a good performance in Game 2. Lasted long in Game 3, but getting dropped so early in this Game 4, whereas Fnatic consistently getting the squad wipes, consistently surviving so long in these rounds. Now, will they be able to go for a #1 finish? Only time will tell, but there's a reason they're at the top of the standings.
Yeah, they got themselves the first place finish already. Got a second place finish in Game 3. So they got the consistency. They got some good averages. Let's see if they can make it 2 in a night. I believe they are currently, I don't know if they're tied right now. I think they had a 3-win night one of these weeks. So they are a powerful team. They are a very consistent team. That is to be not a huge shock, considering the org that Fnatic did pick up here.
But look at the team that's keeping an eye on them. Pirate Team and Pirate King still on the map, looking for some more kills. This is the real competition that we're looking at.
We'll see. Ryong is still spotting them out. He saw one person walk by the window there, so now Pirate Team have full knowledge of Fnatic are in this complex just to the west side of the map. Plane coming on over. We'll also have a care package near on by, but I wouldn't be shocked if we just see these 2 teams kind of stall it out here because they both really want to just hunker down and wait it out.
The new zone is about to show us as well, so there isn't a huge incentive for anyone to try and push outside of the area.
Go for a fight. Why not?
Let's see where the zone's going.
They don't really have to
it's
move.
pretty close. Yeah, Fnatic is still pretty happy with their position, but Pirate Team will have to start moving in eventually if they want to get out of the zone and try to hug it, because they've still got 4 members. You don't have to play the med strat this early on.
Yeah, we also have our 11th squad there on the map. We'll have to check in on them to see exactly who that is. They have themselves nicely situated in the dead center
Right
of
in the middle.
map.
Yeah.
And it looks like they have a nice farmhouse, so likely they're going to have to defend that position because we will likely start to see squads make their way on in with the vehicles. We'll see whether or not they were able to get themselves some explosives. Maybe they can hunker on down because Fury Roads are going to be the ones making their first play here.
It's a lot of fire. Rayong trying to get some damage, but they're able to zone out of the player range, but they're right by the remaining members of Arov.
Oh, it's a little awkward here. Baina has been able to actually hide this entire time. Lawpro is also here as well. So A-Rob still have a lot of their members. 3 members. Small Boy's up as well. That's usually a key member for us. Meanwhile, Small Boy
one knock.
Gets a knock for a knock. So Ichi's going to get taken on down. Lawpro is going to get taken on down as well. But they do trade back and forth. Lawpro, though, does get fully eliminated here. Coming around the corner, Iron Pro is going to try and get the shots here, but is not able to land them. Emo is still alive. Gets behind the side of the building. Iron Pro behind the fence. Going to try and heal on up. But a beautiful turnaround there. Emo says, do not try and sneak on me, kid. Coming around toward the side, Iron Pro is going to get back to full health. Small Boy, though, does get taken down.
Yeah, Imu not able to get the save onto his ally, but he does make his way inside of the building, and Iron Pro will have to breach it if he wants this kill. He's one of the few remaining members of his squad still alive, and he is still taking fire.
He's cooking that grenade for a long time.
Oh, boy.
Ooh. Doesn't close.
Yeah, doesn't quite get it, though, as it looks like Iron Pro is actually the last
There
member
we
left
go.
of his team, but he finally goes down, and that is A-Rov getting wiped as Fury Roads. Very risky and with a lot of chaos, but they do clean it up.
Yeah. Fury Roads, they're going to lose 1 member there in the end. As the care package has actually sit
Directly on top of Fnatic. Alrighty.
Oh, no. So Fnatic, they're looking outside and they're saying, game, why are you trying to bait us?
Why you do this?
Why are you doing this to me? I want your loot, but I know it's not good for
It's
me.
always a trap. It's absolutely a trap. The best kind of trap, because
Especially
it's right in between the two squads.
Yeah. But it's a better sight line for Pirate Team because they are actually farther away from the care package. So they're less likely to actually go for this. And Fnatic, they're going to kind of keep looking outside and be like, oh, what could it be? It could be a grenade launcher. It could be level 3 armor.
Yeah.
It could be a shiny large machine gun.
Care package bingo.
Yeah.
Let's see what it is. It will be. Rayong still just continuing to hover and watch
he can
for
just
it,
do
but
this the whole
Fnatic
time.
is just, they're taking their time. That care package is just on the
It's
other
not
side of
going-
the fence, too.
It's not going anywhere, so they can wait it out. But they know it's not good for them. They know, and now they're also bringing more members here. Jackie's like, hey, you see that care package, right? Fnatic's over there, right? Yeah. We'll wait for them.
They're absolutely debating about it. They know that Fnatic is inside of that building, but they also know that they have time. Remember, it's only Zone 3. There's plenty of time before it starts narrowing down. And who knows? The zone could even close in on them.
It's still a possibility. Be a hard one to close on him. It's still a possibility. War of Elite have also gotten themselves still within the midsection of the zone. They're along the river. They've been the river folk, it seems, this game. Always hugging along that. Haven't seen any boats really come up too much recently in this game either. 31 players remaining, 17 and a half minutes. Everyone's kind of at a standstill. No one wants to make that first move because once you're exposed, then you're going to get shot.
Yeah, and we've got just a few seconds before seeing where this next zone is going to put us. On the upside, we're pulling away from the bottom of the map, so that means we will have a land-based finish. But on the downside, that does mean that there's plenty of cover for these players to try and drag it out towards that later zone. But Fnatic still sitting on it. As
do it.
Ooh, takes one headshot. Rayon.
Yeah, Rayong, it looks like Pirate Team have decided, hey, we're going to make our presence known, and they are just shooting in here, because guess what? Look at that circle. It's in Fnatic's favor, as they are slightly in the edge of it. So Pirate Team are the ones that are going to have to move out here if they want to try and secure a better position.
And again, Pirate Team currently #1 on the bottom right of the map. There's another squad further towards their west, just south of Fnatic. So we'll see what that squad's going to be as they manage to get into range. But Fnatic are pinned in that building now. What suddenly was, okay, we'll wait and see how the zone shakes out sort of thing, has suddenly turned into, oh boy, this is not a good place to be.
No, this is a little ugly now. The Dawes, he had a headshot actually on him. Luckily, he still has his helmet. Which is actually
you gotta wonder about how much health is left on that helmet, though.
Yeah, but the thing is that it soaks up it provides a damage reduction. That's the important part. Even if it has a sliver, you still want to wear that helmet because it'll just cut that damage down so far. Though still looking out. They're actually looking out toward their west here. They're still not too sure exactly who could be possibly around them. They know they're on the edge of the zone, so a lot of these teams that like to hug the edge are going to start coming on by, and they're going to have to say hello.
Playing that terrain. Vorix doing the same thing as he's keeping his eye towards the south. Meanwhile, Aaron just watching towards Pirate Squad. It's 30 seconds until the zone moves in, and it is Zone 4. So there is an incentive to Pirate Squad, but they can play it slow. They still have plenty of time.
And there's still that care package outside, too, that could have a number of different helpful things. Young's still talking. They're like, hey, you know, They're actually dropping meds here. So this is a possibility that Pirate team are deciding, hey, we're going to go for a fight. If it goes south, you stay behind, you do the med strat. That isn't out of the question right now.
Playing that long game for points.
Oh, see, they actually just ran.
They load up into a vehicle and drive around. That's a little bit of fire. Yeah, they're still leaving Rayong there.
So Rayong
Are they going for a full breach?
So this is the play. They're going to try and go for a 3v4, leave Rayong behind to provide cover, but also be the med strat outside the zone because they know they have to deal with Fnatic. The DA has to back off there because Firecrackers are going to come on down. They're grouped up together. They got to be very careful here because one lone explosion will be enough. Jackie gets back in toward the vehicle, and they're actually looking to back off. But guess what? You also have Mr. Lonely. You have Pirate King now starting to come up from behind.
Yeah, Pirate King just constantly trying to break this place open. Roger just pulling as much attention, even honking his horn. Shoot at me, look at me, ignore your opponents. And he's actually going to be able to pick up his ally as they're continuing to drive around. I didn't actually get a chance to see, but did Pirate loot the care package during all of that excitement?
I don't think so. I think that would be really risky to try and do because your member would just get taken on down. They actually get all four into the to the truck. They're going to go ahead and say, all right, peace later. Oh, do they know Mr. Lonely's here, though? He's hiding
yeah.
He's hiding in that little shack. I don't know if he has any explosives. That would have been a perfect opportunity for him.
He's already got three kills. Don't know where the rest of Just Team is this far into the game, but as we get to 21 minutes in, they find themselves in a house inside of the zone. They've successfully crossed the street to the same side as Fnatic, but Mr. Lonely is right there. The way Jackie is moving makes me think that he doesn't know his Fire Rose.
Fire Rose getting shot here from the side of Gwen and War of Elite. Now Loki also there, checking himself over the side of the hill. They've already lost one member, completely taken on down. Jada going to get taken the shot here. Onto Rule. Rule's going to get taken on down. Mr. Lonely, meanwhile, actually went for the kill onto Jackie. So now he has engaged with Pirate Team. Loki, he doesn't know where these shots are coming from yet, and now we'll finally get tagged. That should be enough to actually force him to say, all right, I have an idea where everyone is. Fire Rose, though, we might want to back off.
This is looking real scary for WOE. They need to push up this hill, but the only cover they have is coming from the terrain itself. They can see that Fire Rose are still maneuvering around the top of the hill, and it's bleeding further and further inland, forcing WOE up. This is a very difficult breach for them to try and make happen, but they're still holding on, playing that timer.
Gwen just looking to heal out, as they are just on the outside of the zone. Shots are there. Juicy gets taken on down. Gwen has this perfect sight line. C's also just going to get shot up there. That should be the bleed out coming on through unless Loki tries to go for the miracle res. Will it actually happen, though? It doesn't look like it because meanwhile, Fnatic are also taking shots here onto the side of Dark Frost.
Yeah, Fnatic got a squad wipe against Dark Frost. Seems like they finally got tired of sitting inside of that building and find their second squad wipe of round 4. Meanwhile, Mr. Lonely did go down to Rayong on the far side. He was collapsed on as Fnatic are just moving in. This team is an absolute force.
So they are great when it comes to transitioning into these later play zones. That's one thing we've noticed with them. Meanwhile, Gao7 is actually going to go ahead and take down 2 members of number 1. They do trade right on back, though. Gao, though, going to answer back with another down of their own, so it's likely going to be a 2v1. Nemesis, though, gets completely taken on down, making it 2 at the moment, as now number 1 are down to 2 squad members.
And that's the clear out as Fnatic are swooping in to clean up the rest of these kills. Aaron flanking over the hill, drops Loki, finds the finish, and another squad wipe, dropping a single member.
So Fnatic right now, you have Aaron with 6 kills at the moment, the Da with 2. Needing to back off here. Mao is going to try and use the chicken grenades to his advantage. Vorax is taken down quite low himself, just on toward the outside of the circle. Aaron, though, gets another knock.
And Fnatic are just turning this into an all-out firefight, just playing the terrain, playing the hill. They've still got 4 members up somehow, and they are cleaning up kill after kill. They want blood, and they are going to get it.
Mao got taken down by another firecracker. Gwen is down extremely low. Vorax going to pop that nade out. Can he land the Kobe shot? It's not going to be enough, but he lands the shots off the gun onto Mao, gets the kill. That's yet another kill going in Fnatic's favor.
And just think about how that feels if you're WOE. Okay, we can push up this hill, we can try to take it, and then Fnatic comes up, clears the squad that you're pushing out, and then further push you down the hill. WOE have been almost completely cleared out, and now Fnatic are on the high ground. They get to choose how they want to move towards this final zone.
But look at this, they're on the very south side of the circle. They have to be the ones to make it up toward the north end. You have Fire Roads, you got Fury Roads, all kind of put together. Fury Roads only. As we take a look over here.
Once again, that was Flux doing the med strat.
Yeah, so this is kind of the idea here. Fnatic, they always say, all right, we're going to go for the just backup option. Yeah, Pirate Team coming in, gets the rundown onto Denzi. Roger gets himself a kill with a shotgun. Needs to land another shot, though, as they come up here. Ooh, another hit onto Seven. Seven barely has any health. They're going to try and run them on over. They're trying to get the heck out of dodge. Another shot coming on through. Seven's going to be able to heal up.
Gao have got to abandon this hill, and look at that. Fury Road's just trying to pick up some cleanups on the far side. It's all-out melee on the north side of the hill. And remember, that's not the hill that Fnatic is on. They're on the southern hill, about to start moving into the zone.
Ooh, Roger tried to get another shot on down. Seven was able to heal back up, but that vehicle is lit up. Chicken Grenade going to come on out, tries to flush him back over toward the right side of the hill. Roger is just going to go ahead. Hey, finds himself the nice target kill from the side of Roger. But now the shots come on back, and Seven's able to answer. Meanwhile, Fnatic now are getting pinched on toward the side. Seven tries to rush him. He's going to get taken on down. That should be the absolute kill. Gao is eliminated.
Ooh, Arin taking some fire. He ends up getting dropped as Fnatic now find themselves pushing into the hill. Janflux still sticking to that med strat. He's very far from the action as he's even sitting on top of another med kit. While the remaining members of his squad, two, looks like the Da, and I believe that was Flux. No, Arin pushing in, trying to go for the 2 versus 11.
Arin, though, has been knocked on down, and he's also outside the circle. So, unfortunately for Fnatic, this is now the Da, up to him to try and get himself into this final circle, maybe find himself a good position, but they're on the outside of the circle. They're losing out to the health. They're ticking on down. You also have Manson coming over toward the side. They're going to cut them back off. Fury Roads still have themselves in the dead center of the action. The Daw's trying to get some pot shots here onto Pirate Team so he can try and move on forward. Guess what? He's still taking damage. This is play zone 7. This is going to start hurting, especially in a minute where just double the damage.
Healing himself up as much as he can. The Daw, he's behind cover. That's the backpack sticking out, but still alive. There he goes, makes for the hills, trying to keep himself alive, but he will be able to escape behind the cover of the trees away from Rayon. Like you said, Fury Roads still sitting comfortably down at the bottom of that zone, but the Daw, he's just providing constant threat to Pirate Team and Fury Roads.
For Pirate Team, this is their opportunity. The Daw, though, is going to get taken on down as that's the last member of Dark Frost still alive. That was Skyzak. He'll get killed himself. Hello is getting shot up here. So Fury Road's starting to take some damage. This is really important, actually, for Pirate Team. If they're able to get some good shots here, they can maneuver. Roger's just going to go for the play. He jumps out of the vehicle, gets the one shot, needs to get 2, though. Shots coming in from his left. He's got to be careful. Emo's also on over there. They take down Emo, though. This is now Fury Road. They're stuck in the shack. They have nowhere to go. The Molotov is just going to burn them alive. As now Fury Roads, they're jumping out. Roger's ready for them. He takes them on down. A beautiful 2v1.
The execution. Still hugging the side of a burning building is a little bit safe, but Pirate Roger, oh man, tosses the Molotov inside. And remember, Janflux, he's still med-kitting outside of the zone. 5 members left. He's made it up this far.
He's actually watched that entire thing take place there. He could have taken pot shots at Roger, but unfortunately he's outside the zone, and it's doing so much damage that even taking a couple shots could make it such a high risk. As they jump on out here, Roger's going to go back in toward the vehicle. They have themselves now 3 members, Flux on the outside. I think Pirate Team do secure the win here.
Yeah, Janflux still just holding on to it. He needs to outlast 1 more member elsewhere on the map, as it's a very long way off.
Out of thermal power there.
Yeah, probably sitting on top of a handful of med packs. So right now, this is a battle between Flux and whoever number 3 is. I can't quite see who that is.
Yeah.
If he can outlast that, that's 2nd place to Fnatic. It's Just Arm.
Number 1, though. This is good for Just Arm and number 1. Fortunately, though, Meds are coming on through. It's still taking quite a long time.
It's ticking down. Flux going for the heal.
Ooh!
He's continuing to burn that health bar higher and higher.
Welcome, Dom, to the excitement of the med strat.
Oh, no!
Burn. Oh, no,
And that's just arm going down, which means Fnatic are going to take second place.
Again?
Another second place finish for Fnatic Pirate Team, doing a celebratory dance in the middle of the zone, as they will claim first place inevitably as soon as Jamflux decides to stop running out of medkits. Thank you for the side-by-side
There we go.
of the two.
So we know Jamflux is going to go down here at some point. He's doing actually a pretty good job. I think he's going to get close to the 29-minute mark, and that's a pretty impressive mark to be hitting with your med strats. You're aiming for 28 and a half. You know, he's doing a little jig. He's doing a little dance.
The Fnatic dance, the back and
Hey,
forth.
at this point, that organization needs to be happy about something. As Fnatic now going to be taking back another second place as well as a first place finish so far.
Oof.
So they're actually sitting around an average of like second or third place.
He's got another med kit in front of him too. He has so many med
It's
kits
going to
in this
start
building.
doing a lot more damage though. So unless he's doing an insane man, if only he actually looked outside outside his window, he would have seen this truck that's on fire.
I don't think he has the time to
I
take
don't
any
think-
shots.
I
He's
don't think he-
dropping drink after med kit after drink after med kit. He would have to drink, fire single bullet,
There
med
we
kit,
go.
fire single bullet. There he goes. Now he's out.
Yeah, so he knows time is up here. Roger's going to put up the monster truck onto a wheelie as it burns out here, and Flux will disintegrate into another existence
Yeah.
as Pirate Team taking the victory here on map 4.
And Fnatic with 11 kills and a second place finish off the back of a med kit strategy. They are almost certainly going to continue to be our #1 victor after that, as we get a quick glimpse of the behind the scenes.
You saw my
how
documents.
things are going on.
Don't
Yeah.
look at my documents, guys. Those are my secret documents.
But
secret
still,
strats.
a great performance from Fnatic overall. #1, getting third place despite a bit of a rougher early game. They were still able to lock down a lot of points over the course of this game.
Yeah, so congratulations there for Pirate Team. I wanted to see them actually step it up here. Also, good job.